Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixes cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for holding on for life, feet in the high, chasing the night, chasing the night. Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Locked in love for a night or two, losing sleep just to get a few. Day to day you wanna stay out. You're chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for feeling the high, chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night.
You call my bluff for the last time. This ain't a song, it's a battle cry. No life. I see the clue between the strobe lights. I'm haunted, black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Used to want it bad, used to want it bad, but I can't taste it. I can't help you now, okay? Follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my plate, now I can't think. I said woke up to get X and now I'm feeling this is it. Want the money, want the rest. I do purse, not no cess. They say Donis, why you sad? I said I just need to think. Red tape, got too close, I hate the city. Black face, show you everything you need till you fornicate it bad. Someone said it is sad, 'cause I
What is going on, you guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's your boy Laz here on the You're Welcome stream. Going to be having Rugratz versus Depth for the ESTA MDL Mountain Dew League. So always a good time. But, just talking about who I am. Who is this guy on my screen? So my name is Laz. I'm one of the next big caster contestants. So get the privilege to cast some of the matches here in MDL and see if I can make it to the big rigs and things like that. So hopefully you guys enjoy the show, but thank you again for tuning in. But let's just talk a little bit about these teams. So Rugratz right now 6-5 in MDL, whereas Depth they're actually 8-5. So a little bit of a difference. I mean, a 2-win difference across the board. So kind of the middle of the pack. So some good contenders, and we've definitely had the honor of casting Depth before on the You're Welcome stream before, and looking forward to a very good match. So just looking at the rating of both these teams, so currently right now Depth is ranked number 5 in MDL, whereas Rugratz are at 8. So like I said, a really small difference, nothing too crazy, but it is pretty close considering. And I mean, you have 18 teams that are in the ESEA MDL division right now. So we are just waiting for the players to join, but we are just gonna get a little bit more time here. So make sure to grab your Mountain Dew, hang out, grab whatever you need, because this is going to be a fun ride.
Show me the rocks you could climb. This is the moment to feel the path like you legally blind. I can promise this is ours cause we built for this, kill for this. Pushing buttons, do it quick, push it off and do assist. Oh, y'all think we new to this? Pound for pound, break it down. Watch what we gon' do with this. Teamwork got us fluid with. Make y'all look like switches. Gave it everything when we had none. Gave it everything when we had none. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab none. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine away from the shade. But now that we here, ain't no going back.
Okay, so, I was kind of getting ready, want to get this show started, want to get this game going. Turns out we have some updates. Valve decides to make an update right when we want to get the match started, so we are just going to wait a little longer to see what we can get underway. Hopefully things won't take too long. So we are just going to throw it on another commercial break, just so you guys don't have to look at my face the entire time. But I will keep you guys posted, and thank you again. And appreciate the patience, because I definitely was not expecting this, and I don't think a lot of us were. But we're just going to wait and see how long it will take the servers to get updated, but hopefully not too long. Grab that game fuel, grab whatever you need. We'll be right back.
Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move. Bringing summer to you.
Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know like I know. We'll take it round and round again.
Sitting on a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what I wanna be, questioning my destiny, only knowing what I see. I don't even realize I've already made a path, and I can change it anytime, again, can't take it back. I know what I want, but it seems so damn far away. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody. You got a voice, then you better use it. Tell yourself day after day it's time to prove it. No days off, keep the hustle moving. Wanna see you be what you wanted to be, prove it. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody.
Sarah, I hurt myself today trying to make the pain go away. Sarah, I want
to fade away, be with the stars in outer space. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low, but I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's Mali for the melancholy. Could he fill a hole inside me? Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I numb my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah. Sarah, why you leaving me? You know you can't leave me now. Sarah, I lost myself today trying to find ways to make you stay. Sarah, I want to go away, close my eyes, never wake up again. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low, but I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's Mali for the melancholy. Cody fill a hole inside me. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I numb my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah. Sarah, why you leaving me? Put me on my misery.
I was born like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive. We come alive in the nighttime. Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so high they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back.
great news. We got everything going. We got an IP. We got everything ready to freaking go. I'm very, very excited. So now we can finally get things commenced. Just going to be waiting for the map to change, which I believe should be, I think it is Dust 2. But now just getting the players back in the server. So thank you again for waiting. Really, really do appreciate it. Really, really excited. And I did lie. I don't think it's actually Dust 2, but it doesn't matter. There's a lot of things not going right now, but we're just going to make do with what we can. But either way, it should be a good time. Depth versus Rugratz. I've talked about them before. Definitely in the middle of the pack, but rank number 5 and rank number 8. So it should be a good game, hopefully, from both teams. And I believe the map now is, I'm just looking it up, it should be Overpass. So we'll get things started here momentarily. And again, I want to thank everybody for the patience. It's definitely not a fun time when the updates come out at the worst time possible. But hey, gonna appreciate a little bit of an update one time or two. And you guys think I was lying. Now we got everything underway. The players are joining the server very, very quickly. No time to waste. They want to get things underway so we can have a fun game to watch. But for anybody not, just tuning in right now, so it is Depth versus Rugratz with your host Laz, one of the ESEA Next Big Caster contestants. Really appreciate you being here today on the You're Welcome stream. Should be getting things underway. All 10 players are in the server. We've seen some big names before: Hunter, Havoc, Cobra, you name it. A lot of good talent from both sides. And it's interesting because both these teams, they are in the middle of the pack in the rankings, so definitely still contenders and can be really anybody's game. Just talking a little bit about the map, I mean, Overpass, everybody's seen it. Everybody's, played it. It's a difficult map. It's a lot about map control. It's a lot about getting, possession as much as possible. And T's, they have a lot of pressure because, it's easy to lose that control, but it also is a big risk for the CTs because it is difficult to get back into that site if you really commit to things. So it'll be interesting to see if any big aggression from the CT side at all. They have a different plan and things like that, but we'll have to wait. I believe they will knife for sides, but we're still just waiting for one more player. I was getting so excited for 10, but I guess I'm just, they're just making me a liar here, guys. Well, again, I guess I'm lying. I mean, looks like we have players, then we don't. Today's just been not going our way. But again, we'll go on one more commercial and just wait to see what's going on. I think there was an issue with the server just based from my limited knowledge, but I will do some investigating and I will get back to you. So make sure to grab a Mountain Dew Game Fuel, grab a snack, you know, tell your mom, sister, brother, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Hop in, hang out, come say hi. I like to check the chat once in a while, and we'll be back very shortly again. Whoa, didn't see you there. But now we're here, we're live, finally. Things have started. Felt like an eternity, felt like it was never going to happen, but don't you worry. ESA, they pulled through, and now we're here. Rugratz versus Depth, going on to Overpass. Starting things off with, of course, the big pistol round. Going to be Depth on that T side. Going to be grouping up towards B, leaving it just down to Fang. But also RZU, and that's actually over aggression from RZU, so now Kel going to be starting things off very well for Depth, but RGS, they're going to have to make a big plan here as it's going to be a 4-on-5 retake. Pushing through the site, and Fang, he actually gets the bomb down. Bit of a disaster, but now even more frags being exchanged back and forth, leaving it just down to only Cobra. He might be able to find the bomber, but he's not, but he misses the shots. Position compromised, and that's going to be that, the pistol. It's not pretty, but it's going to do. In Depth, pull it up 1-0. Bit of an interesting round, Rugratz. I mean, they were getting a little bit aggressive, but RZU actually just trying to push up by himself. That actually was a bit of an issue for them. I mean, it didn't pan out the way they wanted, and they definitely were anticipating Depth to be more towards that A side. But now we can see again hanging out on the playground. Dare looking like he wants to hit the swing. Just going to be posting ground, holding the forward at the playground. Don't want to make any sudden movements. Waiting for those Rugrats to see if they're going to try to sneak in the park. Bit of an investment from Rugratz, putting the Deagles with just the ump in the hands of Fang. That's going to be Hunter, already down to 9 HP. He's taken so much damage. Completely critical condition. But now it will be Fang and RZU, the two members that's going to have to hold this fort. And RZU, he's got 2 Ts pushing him. He's able to get both through the smoke, and that's going to be the bomb down, and it falls apart. Depth, Those are deep waters, and it's too deep. It's now Rugratz. They pull up very big on the Deagle save. Back and forth we go for the economy side of things. Now depth, where there they have before the rifles, and now you see they're on the Tech 9s and Deagles. So in a similar position that we saw before, but Hunter again, critical condition. A big bite from depth, surviving with 2 HP, and that's going to be Cobra able to take down one before getting taken by himself now. 4-on-3 situation, but Hunter very low, so Fang, he's gonna have to be careful. He's close, he sees it, but he's not able to make the shot, and Snap takes him down. And this has been a very expensive round for the Rugratz. Oh no, Shane picking up the double, picking up more, and all of a sudden we're just down to 2 Rugratz. And that's a very impactful kill from Hunter. So what he does is he picks it up, and then he actually is able to fall back in RZU. He just gets down in time. He has to win this first exchange, but he's not going to be able to. Hunter, let's hope he had some hero juice this morning, because now he's got 2 HP of the Galil and 2 Ts completely ready for him. Kel just on the other side. He misses that shot just barely. But depth, going to be some smooth swimming. Coming back, and we're in round number 4. Cobra doesn't have an op, but has a scout. Trying to get a little bit aggro, trying to see what he can find. Gets a little bit entangled with some of the nades, so he's going to have to fall back. And this has just been so back and forth. I mean, both squads, they just seem to fire back every single round. I mean, I was talking about being a good game, and I mean, they're definitely delivering already, and we're only 4 rounds deep. And you can already see Rugratz, they're still hitting the gas. They're not really letting go. And Hunter, he's got so much real estate. He's already pushed up. If he peeks this at the right time, he's going to get a free frag. He takes down one. So now Shane just on the other side. He goes for the spray. He does a little bit of damage, but not going to be any harm for Shane. So now he can pick up this next frag. That can be very good, but he's trying to spray, trying to make something work. We have 4 Rugratz that are on the hunt. I mean, the money's not good, but they could go for it, so that depth, they have nothing to save into this next 5th round. No money, lots of problems, depth. Gonna be happening on another save. No ops yet. Hunter again with the scout. Tech 9's Deagles. And a Mac 10. Havoc. Feeling like he can get a drive-by. 2-2 is the score. Been a very back and forth game. This is going to be a connector pop from depth. So what they're going to do, they have a little bit of utility so they can actually push up. And now Hunter, he's doing a lot of damage, but he's just not able to pick up any more frags. And you can see the HP from every single player on this T side. It's quite low. Interesting positioning. I mean, we could see before it was Mata actually playing close with our ZU, but now thinking that depth want to be swimming their way towards A site, but instead will be actually the B, and lots of time. A bit of utility. That smoke and flash still in the hands of Dare. We should be seeing that he's going to throw the paw flash to get his teammate to go through, but they might just try to dry peek this. RZU's going to have to be very, very careful. Throwing the utility, already blocking things off. Now RZU completely stuck in graffiti. He's going to have to out-frag all these members. 15 seconds left, and we don't see the bomb inside the site yet. It is finally getting planted. Making it the 2-on-2, and like I said before, the HP for Depth, it's very low. But the smoke is just being such a nuisance for Fang. He's not able to creep his way through. He spots the shoulder of Havoc. They're going to have to play together. That's going to be the spray, and now it's just down to RZU. Things have completely changed. And that's going to be Depth picking up a big round. And that was a save for them that round. Match ball is going to be initiated from, I would imagine, is the Rugratz squad. In a situation like that, you have rifles, you have a scout, you got the weapons. You're feeling good. You're like, you know what, guys, this is an easy round. We're going to pick it up. Depth, they have other plans in store. I mean, they just kind of kiboshed that plan. But now, Rugratz, you're going to be on the save, and it's really just been a battle of the save rounds. But very surprising from both teams. I mean, they seem to come up big when we don't expect it. We saw Rugratz before. They came up on their save round, and then now we've even seen Depth. So, back and forth we go. The teeter-totter still remains. So, Depth going to be getting that B control. Putting a lot more emphasis towards this B site again. Just leaving Mata all by him lonesome. The anchor, it's not deep enough. This should be a mop-up round from Depth. Able to pick up more. The CZ finally connects. But like I said, look at this. What on earth? I mean, now the save round has been so beneficial. Just Kel and Havoc. And now just Havoc. He's going to have to create Havoc. But the Havoc comes from the Rugratz side. And I'm speechless. At this rate, we almost feel like this game should just be like, you know, pistol rounds every single time. Because, I mean, every single time we've seen a team that buys any sort of rifle or an op or a scout, it just doesn't go their way. We'll have to see if I'll eat my own words. Look at this aggression. Hunter picking up the first frag with the AWP. He's able to fall back. And no contention. He's looking to make it more. He's trying to find the triple, but Shane finally makes the connection with the Deeg. Quick, easy, and smooth. And now Rugratz, they pull it back with a 1-round lead. And Depth finally have the money in the bank where we can see a full gun round. Nice Molotov placement. So now both players from Rugratz going to be playing close in this connector. They actually go for the double boost. They don't hear these players. They finally hear it now, but it's not going to be good positioning, and it falls apart. Fang bringing a nade to the gunfight. Already losing 2 members. They try to go for that double stack, which overlooks the window, which you can see in that short B. But Depth being very smooth in the swimming into connector. And now all of a sudden we're just down to 2 members of Rugratz. And this is a difficult spot to be in. I mean, Rugratz, they can either play these sites together or they can play it split. And now we do see they are just going to be playing the 1-on-1. That is going to be Maddox communicating to his teammate. I believe it's going to be an execute, but he's still holding his ground. Going to be posted up in the smoke. He should be waiting for his teammate. He goes for the spray. He's not able to make the connection. He finally does through the smoke. Dirty shot indeed. The Molotov, it lands right in front of the bomb, so that's going to be able to delay it a little bit longer. The nades come through. The damage is almost there. Shane, he's down to 15. They don't find the connection, but they do a lot of damage against him. Bomb going to be planted, so the time is ticking. And the time is now as Rugratz going to be on this 2-on-3 situation, but the HP is so low. But Shane finding another shot and just down to RZU. Gets the spray of one, but not able to get the second, making it 4-4. And Depth respond back in good fashion. We got some ops, both sides. Snav and also Hunter. Hunter going to be pushing into middle. He's been very successful. Previously in the other round, he did have a double kill. Was almost getting that triple. And this positioning from Hunter is very good because now you see he's very aggressive. He gets that first pick, so now he's able to get a little bit more coverage. His teammate throws a smoke, which allows him to retreat back and get in a better position, a bit more passive so that they can have a bit better sight control. Snap trying to make something work, but he's actually going to take a lot of damage. In the position that Hunter is in, this is a good spot, but again, the nades, if they use them properly, they're going to be able to flush him out. Oh, and he just scopes at the wrong time. You could see he was trying to jump spot it a little bit more. But it will be RZU, the player that's going to have to hold it again. He has been an anchor. Can he be the anchor once more? The flash comes in. He gets the spray. No, not able to make it happen. Just down to Mata. Going to be stuck inside the mud. Hunter does find on the boost, but he's just not able to make it work. Matt is still playing this very patiently. He might be able to find this at the right time, and he does! And Rugratz picking up a double op for the round reward. And now Depth. They're gonna have to save again. So with the save, it looks like they might actually try to go for a full aggression. RZU actually opening things up and now completely hitting the gas. And it's panning out so well. And they take him down one by one. And now just leaving it only to 2 members of the Rugratz team. Cobra going to be posted up. He actually lands the flick, but he does the damage, but not the frag. The double ops are the only players to survive on the Rugratz team. Bomb should be planted here momentarily. Biding some more time for Depth. And this is a tough position, Rugratz. I mean, ops are not, the most, gun you want on a retake situation. And at this point, they might not even want to go for it because it's just not worth to lose that investment. That's a lot of money. That's $47.50 each. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of cheddar. I mean, I talked about, this should be a good game, and I really do think this is delivering. I mean, both these teams, they don't get more than 1 round in a lead, and then all of a sudden we're back to a tie game. And now, the money, Rugratz, I mean, they're going to have to force, but they have 2 ops to work around, so not the worst weapons to have. But it does put these guys in the hot seat. There's a little bit more pressure for them to deliver. Gonna have to come up big, do something miraculous. And that's going to be a very good start as Hunter absolute menace in middle. He just plays different positions every single time. Really throwing depth off their game, and you can see. So now he's actually going to be inside a bathroom, so he's able to fall back. But depth, they're going to be pushed up all the way through long A now. They have a bit more control. But Cobra, if he's not careful, he should have spotted the head of Dare. And again, Hunter getting fed one more. That's going to be a double frag for him so far. If he's not careful, he'll get caught with a nade out. So able to retreat back. Does he have another opportunity? No. Going to get taken down. Leaving it only to 3 players for depth. One of the ops remaining. And Cobra. We've seen him do some work with this op before. Can he do it again? Yes. Able to get another impact frag. And oh, just misses the pixel of Kel. But Kel, a 1-on-4, a big dish that is being served from Rugratz. But he's going to have to fall back. He's got 30 seconds. Looks like he wants to see what he can find. But here we are, back again. 1-round lead, Rugratz. Pull it big, 6-5. We just haven't seen any counter against Rugratz when they play that aggressive middle positioning. We saw it before with Cobra or with Hunter, and then Cobra actually does decide to do the exact same play. But depth, they never really tried too much to contest it. They just seem to allow it to happen, and then they lose one member, and then they finally respond back. So they're not really using the utility properly. RZU doing a little bit more damage. That's going to be a double for him. I mean, this is the save round for depth, but I mean, before we've seen from both these teams that really anything can go. Any weapon's going to work at this point. Bomb making its long way back. That's going to be Shane running through the fountain. Well, we'll call it not a save round, but we'll call it, a force buy. You know what I mean. Pistols, things like that. Not the best, but you're right. But that is going to be Cobra. Going to need to stay alive a little bit longer, but the CTs are in this site. And the HP for Fang, he's just down to 4. We finally see a 2-round lead. We haven't seen that yet this game, but going into round 13, 7-5. Depth going to be creeping through the connector. RZU changing his plan now. He's always played at the B site. So he's going to fall back in Cobra. Going to be stuck inside a middle. And these are good exchanges back. But if he's not careful, he might lose this op. And they're completely pouncing. But that's going to be a double. Making it the quad. And Cobra. No problem at all. And now making it round number 14. Standard weapons across the board for depth. Going to be putting that attention towards the B side. Giving a middle. They don't even want to go for it this time. It's not been beneficial. They just haven't been able to get that mid control that they absolutely need on this T side. That's been one of the key success points for Rugratz. They've just done such a fabulous job getting that control. Speaking of control now, If Depth get this timing right, Shane, if he can get the boost, this is going to allow him to go look over the wall, which he can look on top of the barrel, potentially pick up a frag. But we'll have to wait and see if Rugratz expecting this play, and he gets the frag. And that's exactly what you need to start things off, and we haven't seen it yet. And Shane coming up big with a double. That's going to be the spam onto Fang, leaving it just down to the 2 players in the site, but now just leaving RZU holding it down once more. That's a lot of pressure to get, but he's only able to take down 1. Hunter, he needs to bait the time as long as possible. He has to stay alive. Picks up the rifle. Depth posting up, and this is a really good flash. He's able to get more, and Hunter, he's completely hunting all the bodies. He's taken down 3, just leaving it down to Shane. He's got the bomb. He doesn't have the time. It's low. He doesn't even have time to go back if he wants to, so he has to commit to this plan. Able to get the 1, gets the spray, and able to get the 2nd with the last bullet, and a bit more time to spare with the bomb plant. And Depth, they're not giving up without a fight. Woo-wee! Talk about spice. A position that looks so dreadful does not look good for you. And Shane, he comes up big. And I mean, the disrespect last bullet shot? Come on, man. Velocity, appreciate the sub, my man. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. But hey, back to the action. 2 versus 4. Rugratz still a bit flustered from that round 14. Fang gonna be pushing through with his teammates. So RZU does pick up an AWP for the reward with the MP9. Molotov to land, now the smoke. RZU, he has time. The bomb just got planted, so. This is going to be a guessing game, Depth. If they can just hold their ground, have the crossfires, it should be theirs, making this 8-7. RZU spots the head, but Shane annihilates them, making it 8-7. Rugratz, they pull through with a 1-round lead in that half, but Depth, they came back swinging. What a crazy first half. For anybody that just tuned in now, I mean, you missed out, so very back and forth. I can't even, there's just so many highlights that it's just hard to, you know, recap what happened. I mean, Shane, a nasty 1-on-2. Force rounds that work out over ops and M4s and AKs. The list goes on. But the score, 8-7. Still waiting for things to go live. For anybody tuning in, it is ESEA Mountain Dew League with your host Laz on the You're Welcome stream. All right, we're back. Second half, the pistol round. 8-7. Slight favor for Rugratz, but wouldn't call it too much. So we're going to have to see how things start underway. Rugratz now going to be transitioned over the T side, where Depth now will be on the CT. Oh, and a very interesting setup again, Depth. They're going to be playing very aggressive inside a connector, having the 3-player stack, whereas Rugratz, they're going for a full commit down long A. Going to be having the lurk of RZU, going to be just stuck inside a playground. In the picnic areas, he'll have his own picnic by himself. And this is the gamble. I mean, this is kind of the risky things that you can do. In Depth, they're going for that anticipation that, you know, something different's going to happen. But now, the bomb going to be for free. But it's a 5-on-5 retake with no damage exchanged yet. This is very good positioning. Rugratz, Hunter gets the first shot. Doesn't get the frags, but he does the damage. But Fang, he might be able to time this well. He might be able to get this at the right moment. Being the distraction that he needs to be. And this is going to be big. Cobra picks up one, picks up two. He's going in with the knife, but the defuse comes through. But Cobra finally makes the connection, but it's a little too late. And that's going to be making things 8-8. We'll call it the Ninja Diffuse, but that's going to make it an equalized game. Big buy from both teams. Rugratz, they get the bomb plant, so they're going to go for this. Go for the force, have the AKs. And one thing we're noticing from both these teams on their CT side is that they're playing very up close and middle. Where Dare is right now, and also Havoc. This is where we saw before Hunter, which was picking up frags left, right, and center. They pick up two. Now they can just fall back, have a good time, hang out at the sites. A little bit more pressure now as Fang. He is in the site, but he hasn't found any of the CTs. He finds the spray, finally makes the connection onto Shane. That smoke going to be landing right in front of the heaven, but now RZU. And in this kind of a situation, Rugratz, they have to find another body. They need to make something work. Now Mata just not able to make the connections. Very easy round from Depth, and the big key for them was picking up those frags in middle so early on. Connector control in possession for Depth. A little bit of a spray through, but RZU takes down two. And this is actually a full stack that we're seeing from the Depth squad. And Rugratz, I mean, they have the 1-player advantage, but that doesn't mean anything at this point. I mean, they do have an AK, they do have an AUG. But now Depth. Familiar with these waters. Gonna be pushed up, and now Fang and Hunter just on the other side. Shane peeking a bit too wide. He's gonna fall. This is a good position from Havoc, but he has to land this first duel. He does. And a back and forth we go, and Rugratz, the force pans out very well, making this 9-9. Going for a bit of a different setup that we're seeing from Depth. I mean, they have one player that's going to be Snav pushing all the way up, but actually going for the 4-player stack. Going to be pushing down long B. Matt is going to have to use his sound cues. Oh, and he catches that frag, connects the shot somehow. And the positioning from Death, they're completely spread up. They've given up these sites. Doesn't work out well, and now should be the easy mop up. Depth going back for another risky play. No investment, nothing spent. Just gonna have the USPs out. It's gonna see what they can find. That's gonna be a big spray down. Fang, he's gotta make something work, but he's spraying, making it the 3-on-3. So now Cobra gonna be pushing through. Another spray onto the tree. They don't want to go for the tabs. And an expensive round, and this is just turned around in favor for now Depth. Matt of the bomb just in front of him, but 2 players from Depth just on the other side of this wall. Kel has the AK, but he doesn't have any armor, so he could get the aim punch against him. And like I said before, I'm going to say it again. I mean, just use pistols. I think at this point, both these teams, they're completely fighting. Big full gun round. Another test for both squads. AWP in the hands of Snav. Standard AKs on the cross for Rugratz. They don't have the money to go for that big investment, but they have enough for the AKs and some utility. If Snav's not careful, he's going to get caught at the worst time. Gonna have to go for the retake situation. But now the CTs, they decide to actually swarm the site right away and get in better positions. But Rugratz, there's still a minute left on the clock. They don't even have to commit to this if they don't want to. You can see they're posted up. Not fully decided on this yet. They still have a bit of utility to burn. Trying to see what else they can burn on the side of the CTs. That's going to be a big frag from Hunter. He's able to just take down the threat of Kel. You can see the Rugrats are playing quite aggressive. They're trying to see what they can find for frags. And it's working out very, very well. And well indeed, because now they pick up the 1-round lead. Putting Depth back in another save. This is the moment right here where we talk about, you know, getting that mid control. And I think we've seen it from these CT sides on both teams, that they seem to find the connection right away. And it just seems like both squads don't really contest it, or they don't expect it, you know, at that time. It's been very successful across the board. Kel does have the AWP, so gonna be in the hot seat. He's the one with the main course, something big to deliver. And Havoc spots the head, misses the shot, misses the opportunity. No harm, no foul. His teammates are able to reply back a little bit more. That nade's going to do a significant amount of damage. That actually did, I think it's just about over 50 HP. Hunter does have the bomb, so now he's going to retreat all the way back, going into middle. So they're going to be able to group up together, but they only have 37 seconds left on that clock. Time is ticking. The decision needs to be now. This is a very dicey decision. I mean, they're leaving Hunter by himself. Cobra, he's still trying to bait it a little bit longer to see, but as soon as this bomb gets planted, we'll have Depth completely rotating through. A rejoin they are. The reunion of Rugratz, but now Cobra, a 1-on-4 situation. Too much for the main course, and now making this 11-11. Back at it we are once more. And the one thing I've really noticed from Depth is that they're really changing their setups quite frequently. Not always just going for the standard setup. They seem to change it around. You know, a little unorthodox. They don't want to be predictable. Not the easy book to read. And a very slow round from both sides. Now the execute's coming through. And this is a stack, so Rugratz are completely running into a trap. Havoc gets the one, looking for more, but that's going to be an easy dish for Depth as they pick up the lead. The misread from Rugratz. It's going to be expensive because now they're on another save. This is a lot of pressure for Snap because, I mean, you can see he's pushed up. He just lands the shoulder of Mata. But he's able to escape, get back in his position. But it is a bit risky because it is just, you know, if he falls or misses that shot, they could lose that off. But we can see that Rugratz, they're actually just kind of putting their foot on the gas and they're just ready to go. I mean, they don't have a lot to work with on the weapon side of things. They're just trying to see what they can make do. Fang able to pick up one. Depth already lost 2 players, but not able to lose more, and now we see a 2-round lead. I think we've only seen this once so far in this game. Rugratz do have the 3 loss bonus, and we can see they spent everything they got in the bank. All the stonks going to be burned now. But the pause will come through once more It's hard to know who would call this, but I would imagine it's going to be from Rugratz and really just trying to solidify what they want to do this round. And it's kind of difficult because, like I said, Depth, they've been able to just play around the map quite a bit as their CT side. They push different sections, they do different stacks, sometimes 4-1 stacks. So it's very difficult on the T side, especially for the IGL, to figure out what is the best plan. It's the small little things that you have to look for and get those small openings. Like I said, look at this play, and now both players actually pushing through connector. They get the one frag, so now they can fall back. Counter aggression from the Depth side. And now Depth cleaning up house once more. Gonna be pushing through the site. Cobra able down to take 2. Looking to see what else he can find more. Making this now a 1-on-3 with Fang planting the bomb. It essentially just makes that player completely useless. But now he's ready. He's back for action. Completely stuck in the site. So if he moves, they're going to be completely waiting for this. So he's trying to use that smoke as a coverage. But Snav gets the double shot. And Depth picking up 14-11. Snav's been quiet, but I mean, comes up with some cool fashion, some highlight reel frags, picking up a double with the AWP, but another pause comes through. And now Rugratz, I mean, this is their last chance to really making this the fighting chance that they need. I mean, they're down 3 rounds to making it a tie game. Depth, they're getting closer to that match point. All the pressure against the Rugratz. I mean, before we saw they had so much control of the game. But now Depth really just seemed to be on a new wave. We'll have to see a different play from Rugratz. We haven't really seen them try to change their T side too much. Oh no, Snav again! I miss it! He gets another double and then able to pick up another frag. This guy, he's an opper. And he's here to play. Mata picking up the 1, so now he's going to need this 1-on-3 to keep his team alive. Welcome, Adam. Appreciate you tuning in, my man. Definitely appreciate it. A 1-on-3 Mata. He's got time. But he's going to have to make some decisions here. Stuck in middle. And I mean, now both CTs, they can just completely turtle this site. They don't have to go for this. They don't need to play aggressive. No utility for Mata, so now solely just relying on the fragging power. He hasn't been big on the scoreboard, but this could be that opportunity for him to shine. Going to be creeping his way through. Shane just on the other side of this truck. You can see it just through the x-ray. He might be able to find his... Oh, he just misses the gun. It was just sticking out. I don't know. They don't see each other, but now, finally, they recognize. And now Mata, 15 seconds. Shane's doing such a good job to burn this time. Mata's trying to find more connections. He's able to get the 1. He's trying to make the 2nd, but Shane just needs to stay alive a little bit longer. And now that should be that. In Depth, they pick up the 15th round, and Shane, very important play. He doesn't pick up the frag, but he burns so much time. And that's one of the, you know, those are the kind of things that you notice at this high level. I mean, we're talking about MDL. We're talking like top of the food chain here in the ESEA division. You don't necessarily need to pick up the frag, but you know, that impact to get the round win is very, very important. And that's exactly what we saw from Shane. Very disciplined, not going for the over aggression. And it pans out well as now Depth is on match point, 15-11. It's been smooth sailing. As we've seen before, this game was completely back and forth. Making it a 5-on-3 situation. Rugratz, they only have one smoke and a Molotov to go through. We can see the snap. He can hear the opponents, so now he's going to be able to fall back. His teammates can get in a better position, get ready for the retake. This is just falling apart. Mata, he's getting roasted alive. 44 HP, a 1-on-4. This is have to be an ace clutch to keep them going. It's a complete catastrophe. Rugratz, they've lost the rhythm, but maybe not quite yet. Mata takes down the aggression of Shane. He's trying to look for more. Snap does have the AWP. He's just posted up in the box, just behind the green box. But Mata, he's trying to see if he can make it work. What is that? Oh my goodness, the wrist. This guy's going to need some surgery. I mean, that was a flick of the wrist. A 1-on-2 now. The flank comes in from Havoc. A bit scary, but Depth. They're going to be able to take this 16-11. Woo! My goodness, what a game. That first half, talk about Havoc, talk about a teeter-totter. That was insane. I mean, we saw so many rounds back and forth. It just was anyone's game, and then essentially we saw Depth. They really just had a very strong CT side. We saw they get that mid control. We saw that they got those first engagements right away, and then they fall back. And that's exactly what you want to do on Overpass. And in my opinion, I mean, that's kind of the biggest thing that really succeeded for them. But nonetheless, a very good game. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Definitely appreciate some of the chat in the chatter in the chat. But no, I definitely appreciate it. I really do. But for anybody that doesn't know, my name is Laz. I am one of the ESEA Next Big Caster contendants. So I definitely appreciate you here attending today. If you enjoyed it, please throw me a follow on my social media with Laz_TV on Twitter, but also, of course, on the You're Welcome stream. And it does mean a lot to me. But that's going to be that. Just the one match today, but I will be doing some more next week as we're getting closer and closer to the end of MDL. But I want to thank you all so much once again for tuning in. Hope you have a great night, and we'll see you soon.
They need to know that I'm here. Don't you act like it ain't clear. Yeah, push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I ain't too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. Cause it's fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What about too hard? Ayy, what about too hard? Ayy, ayy, about too hard.
I've been working part-time jobs, chasing all my dreams out lately. No matter if I try too hard, nothing's ever enough